Hi friends, Living Fit with Laura on this very, very cold, drizzly day. Let's say the prayer with me. This is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in the day. I'll not live in want today. I will focus my eyes on the beauty, not on the garbage. I will be forgiving of myself and others. I will stay out of the little me bubble and not be ruled by my expectations of others. We must continue staying out of the little me bubble. I'd like to encourage my friends to remember that our expectations very often are a cause for our misery, so we need to ditch our expectations of other people. Let's continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead, putting behind us those things that lie behind. I'd like to encourage my friends to keep going. It's when we get weary and tired and when we recall disappointments and grievances that we feel very weary. We must not get bogged down by resentments. We got to let all that junk go. I'd like to encourage my friends to have an open mind and a positive attitude about others. Just because we might have an unpleasant history with someone doesn't mean that that person might not choose to take a look at themselves and decide to step out of the old patterns that they've been sort of automatically on autopilot living their life. I'd like to encourage my friends to have an open mind and a positive attitude about all people and not assume. What is assume? Assume is ASSUME, makes an ass out of you and me. We don't assume that people are the same as they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I have changed a lot. I used to be very much ruled by my disappointments, by my expectations of people. I had a lot of depression. I was very enslaved to what other people did or didn't do. And so I've stepped away from all that. I'm much more able to love people without expectation. I'm much more able to be joyous, not because of circumstance, but in spite of. So I'd like to encourage my friends to do the same. Just because we are used to people maybe an old ingrained pattern of the way we've related to people, I'd like to encourage my friends to step out of that old pattern. Fresh slate, clean slate, blank slate, and allow for other people and for ourselves to blossom and grow and change. We are to keep our eyes fixed on our Creator. We are to allow others and ourselves to blossom and grow and change. Just as we have an open mind and a positive attitude each day about our lives, we cannot predict the future, and so we do not get depressed because we don't know what's around the corner. It's important to keep going. We don't know what's around the corner. That's why it's important to keep going. If we stay stuck and predict misery, we will not have an open mind about our lives and see what's around the corner. So let's continue moving forward with an open mind, a positive attitude, and a blank slate regarding those old ingrained patterns that we have kind of gotten used to with people over the years. Let's allow for change for ourselves and for others. Instead of feeling annoyed when we run into someone or see someone in which we have had a less than enjoyable relationship, we keep our mind open. Who are we to judge? We are never to judge. We remember that we are all flawed and other people are not kept on this earth, do not live their lives to babysit us, entertain us, or meet our needs. Our role, my role, is to love others and to leave a legacy of hope. What is hope? Having optimism, persisting through everything. My role, my purpose, is to give others hope. Love covers a multitude of sins. When we love, it is very easy to overlook the annoying quirks and flaws, remembering that we all have annoying quirks and flaws. I'm sure I annoy plenty of people. So remember, love is the answer. When we love, we overlook a person's shortcomings. That is why we love God first. God overlooks our shortcomings, our humanness, our brokenness. He loves us unconditionally. And remember, He is our Savior. Other people are never our Savior. Other people are never our Savior. We are to keep our eyes off ourselves, step out of the little me bubble, and fix our eyes on the one God, the one Lord, the one Savior that created us. I do not worship the earth or the ground as New Age people do in yoga. Listen, there's nothing new under the sun. We don't need to reinvent how to be at peace. The way to be at peace is to keep our mind off ourselves, be mindful of what we think about. Our focus, our habits, and our routines are what create our misery or the joy we have in our lives. The way to be content is to keep our mind off ourselves, forgive ourselves and forgive others, and remember that we all have a purpose. We have decided today to live this day with purpose, passion, powerfully, and in the present. We do not live as wimps. So on this beautiful day, I'm just kind of repeating what I teach in my videos. It's been a while since I've made a video. On this day, we are grateful. We say to ourselves, I will not criticize, curse, condemn, or compare my life, or negatively compete. Let's not condemn or curse our lives. How do we condemn or curse our lives? I will tell you how, by complaining. Let's ditch the complaining. Let's instead embrace our lives and be grateful for this chance, these 24 hours, to leave a legacy of hope for those people that need it. We all need hope. We all need hope. Where do we find hope? Not in other people. Not in a job or a situation or relationship. Why? Because jobs and relationships and people are all transient. We are joyful now. We are peaceful now. Not because we have gotten that ideal job or that ideal relationship. We are joyful now because of our focus. We are joyful now because we have decided to focus on our living God. We are joyful now. So let's all leave a legacy of hope. Let's be joyful now. Let's live this day well, with purpose, passion, power, and in the present, with our mind off ourselves, eating clean food, lots of water, and getting our exercise, remembering that the food we eat, the thoughts that we think, all contribute to the misery or the joy of our lives. I'm going to finish my walk, hill walk on this very cold, drizzly day. Then I'm going to go home and get on my rowing machine for an hour. And then I'm going to lift weights. We decide ahead of time that we're going to exercise. We don't wait until we feel like it. I never feel like exercising. It is part of my routine, part of my habit. We remember that daily exercise is the least utilized, most effective antidepressant drug. And eating donuts and junk food and binge watching Netflix is the most utilized and least effective antidepressant drug. So Living Fit with Laura, let's all get and stay safe and stable, serene and strong. as we continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead. I'm proud of you. Keep up the great work. Living Foot with Laura. Awesome.